Hi, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for watching and for subscribing. And if you're just visiting, please consider subscribing. So every year I do this wrap-up series of the past year where I talk about, my best purchases, most worn fragrances, best discoveries, things like that. And I'm going to do the same this year. Now, I'm going to start today with my most complimented fragrances of 2024. And, I've mentioned this before and I will say it again, and some people choose to believe me, some don't, but for me personally, compliments are not important at all. I wear fragrances for myself. If I get a compliment, great. If I don't, that's great as well. I'm totally okay with it. In fact, very often when I get a compliment, I feel a little bit awkward, especially when I have to explain what fragrance I'm wearing. And often I'm wearing, a niche fragrance that's not that easily found. So it just makes me always feel a little bit awkward. So I'm totally okay whether I get a compliment or not, as long as I enjoy my fragrance. But I know that, for many people this is important, and usually these videos are quite popular. So I thought, well, why not do most complimented of 2024? Because, I truly believe that these lists change. They really change. Like I have one fragrance on the list that's a complete surprise that nobody ever paid attention to previously. And in the past year, it's become quite popular with people around me, So yeah, these lists change and update. And so yeah, we're going to do one for this year. Let's start with this one, Goddess from Burberry. I can sort of understand why this is a compliment getter, because the scent profile is quite universal, I think, and mass appealing. Many people love this combination of vanilla and lavender. And specifically in this one, it's very well balanced and it's not overpowering. Like neither element is overpowering. Vanilla is not too sweet, not too much, not too heavy. And lavender is not aromatic at all. It brings a little bit of freshness to this fragrance, but it never becomes too much. The fragrance is quite airy and not heavy. I think these types of notes can get heavy if they're not done right, and they're definitely done right in this one. And so yeah, this one has gotten me quite a few compliments. It's a beautiful scent, and if you enjoy this note combination, I do recommend this one. Next one has become a summer staple for me for the past couple of years. And I'm so happy that others are enjoying it as well. That is Pink Me Up from Atelier de Ors. This is a very feminine, happy, easygoing type of scent. It has raspberry in it. Not sure if there are any other fruits, but definitely raspberry. There is a bit of lipstick note in here. There is champagne, there is some musk, there are some floral notes. But there's just something so easygoing and so happy about the scent. Like I just spray and go, and I don't worry about anything or anyone. Yeah, this is just a beautiful sweet. Did I forget to mention this is sweet? The raspberry is quite sweet in this fragrance, but like sweet in a fruity type of way. Yeah, very feminine, very easygoing. Not surprised at all that this one gets compliments. And I just noticed, look how much we've used up. That's for me, that's quite impressive, Recently, I had to laugh at that comment. But I did a video, I think it was my timeless fragrances, something like that. I think it was on that video, and somebody left me a comment. I don't usually pay attention to negative comments, but I just thought it was funny, so I wanted to mention it. Someone left me a comment saying, oh, stop lying, something like, stop lying to us, all of your bottles are full, so you're definitely not using them, so basically stop lying to us. And I just had to chuckle, obviously very rude comment, but it's, where's your common sense? You know, for some of the fragrances that I mentioned in that video, like for example, Coco Mademoiselle, you know, I even said this is not a fragrance that I use very often anymore. That doesn't make it less timeless, you know. But like when you have a collection of 200 plus, you know, to show a real dent, that takes a lot. That takes a lot. I want to rotate through my collection. I want to use all the fragrances that I have. So, you know, for me, when I have a dent like this, that's a lot because I have so many fragrances that I rotate through. Anyways, I just, you know, I don't care. Whatever. It's just, I found that comment kind of funny and, well, stupid because where's the common sense, you know? Anyways, let's continue with this video. So let's talk about another summer fragrance, which is kind of a hit or miss for me. And what I mean by that, that's probably not the right description, is, you know, there are some years, I've had it for many, many years, and there are some years where I use it all the time, again, during the warmer weather. And there are some years where I kind of forget about it and don't use it. But this year it's been in heavy rotation and it received quite a lot of compliments. This is Cassiopea from Tiziana Terenzi. This is such a beautiful, fluffy, sweet passion fruit type of scent. Like there's something so fluffy about it. It's like I can almost touch it, cloud-like texture to this fragrance, which I really, really love. And I also love that there isn't too much musk in here. It's definitely, like, it's there, but it's not overpowering in any way. Again, just a beautiful scent profile for the summer. I love this type of scent profile. Clearly, others are enjoying it as well. So yeah, this is beautiful. Again, Cassiopea from Tiziana Terenzi. Okay, let's go to this one. And you know, when I mentioned at the beginning that sometimes it's difficult to explain what I'm wearing, where to find it, whatever, when people ask me. Whenever they ask about this one, and I do get a lot of, maybe not so much compliments, but a lot of questions when I wear this one, which I kind of consider as a compliment, you know? When people ask you, what are you wearing? They must like it, right? Why would they ask otherwise? But this one, I love when they ask me about this one because it's easy to find, it is very, very affordable, and I love telling them about this hidden gem. That is Khamrah from Lattafa. You know, I love this fragrance. It's so good. It's so creamy and smooth and a little bit boozy and fruity and sweet and woody and intoxicating, absolutely intoxicating. I've enjoyed this scent so much. And again, for me, you know, it's been used quite a bit. My husband uses it as well, although I will admit that this one I use more than he does. I think I enjoy it more. There are some fragrances in my collection that are the other way around, but this one I really use more than he does, although he uses it sometimes as well. And, you know, don't let the bottle fool you. This is not Angel's Share dupe. Like, there are people out there who say that it is. Okay, that's their opinion. That's fine. But in my opinion, it is not at all. This is a standalone fragrance. Yes, it's in a similar scent profile, but it's different. It's really different. You know, I love Angel's Share and I wear that one a lot too. But they're not interchangeable for me. They give me, each one gives me something different. So yeah, the bottle, yes, looks very similar, but the contents of the bottle are different. Okay, let's go to another sort of similar scent profile. That is Triumph of Bacchus from Argos. This is also like fruity, sweet, boozy, woody, delicious. This one, what I love about this one is it has such a great balance of sweet and sour. I've mentioned before that I absolutely love it in fragrances when there is both sweet and sour present there. Like when the fruits that are included are not just all sweet or all sour, but there is like both sides are there. I just love it. And that's what I get here. And there's also like such brightness to the scent. Like it's truly very bright. Like even when I look at the color of the juice, like it kind of tells the story of how this smells. And I mean, it's always a pleasure looking at these gorgeous Argos bottles. Now, I really need to wear this fragrance more often than I do. And honestly, it's I don't know why. Like typically, you know, the bottles that really stand out, I tend to reach for more often. And this one definitely stands out, but for some reason, I don't reach for it as often as I should. But when I do reach for it, I usually get a compliment. This is definitely a very high on the compliment getter list. Usually people around me definitely enjoy this one. I also have sort of a classic on this list. I think a fragrance that gets compliments always, that is Delina. But in this case, it is Delina Exclusif. Now, I don't know if it is because, you know, it's just this fragrance, or because I've worn Exclusif more this year than I have worn the original. But I've gotten more compliments on this particular version of Delina than, again, the original. I think both are beautiful and there is place for both, but this one is definitely a more evening version, a more deeper version, a more sexy version. It is less sharp, it is more rounded, it's very, again, creamy, smooth. It has a little bit of oud in it. It's a little bit sweet, and again, it has a certain like fluffy element to it. It's beautiful, beautiful scent. I don't think you can go wrong with either Delina. And you know, these types of fragrances have become sort of classic and a lot more widely known than they used to be even a few years ago. And I mean, I think these are always at the top of the compliment getter list. Next, I have a fragrance that I often forget to talk about. I don't know why. I wear it, I love it, and I just forget to include it in my videos, forget to add it to different, you know, lists that I film about. And that is Symphonium from Xerjoff. This is a chocolate scent, but it also has orange in it and it has oud in it. And what I love is, again, the balance of this fragrance, because nothing really stands out. It's like all the main elements are done in perfect moderation. You know, you have just enough chocolate. It's not too much. It's not too sweet. It's not too bitter. Like, it's enough chocolate. There is some orange in there, but again, it's not too much. This fragrance never becomes really fruity. And then there is oud, and it's not, you know, skanky kind of oud. It's a beautiful oud. There is just, again, a little bit of it in there, and it gives this sort of backbone, this base to this fragrance. And then, you know, like I said, orange and chocolate, they balance each other out, never letting this fragrance get too chocolatey, too sweet, and at the same time, it never gets too fruity, citrusy either. So there is a great balance of all of these elements, and this is a beautiful, beautiful scent. It doesn't have, the one minus of this scent, which is so surprising for Xerjoff, it doesn't have the best performance on me. For some reason, it doesn't have the best performance, but the scent is beautiful and definitely a compliment getter. Next one, I'm so happy that others are enjoying as much as I enjoy. That is Bon Bon Pop from the House of Oud. I think, if I remember correctly, it kind of got sort of mixed reviews when it first came out, but people around me really seem to enjoy this scent as much as I do. This is the gorgeous, sweet peach scent. Peach can go wrong, for me at least, and here it's done just right. There is so much sweetness in this fragrance. I mean, vanilla is definitely here. I don't know, maybe caramel, but more than anything else, I actually get brown sugar. Like, there is a lot of brown sugar. And peach is very, very sweet. Like, I almost feel like, is there such a thing as like baked peach? I don't know. Or maybe some kind of baked dessert, you know, where you have a lot of peach in it and then there's a ton of sprinkled brown sugar. Is there such a thing? I don't know, but that's kind of what it makes me think of. It's delicious, intoxicating, and you know, many fruity scents I only wear in the summer. I just feel like, you know, that's where they belong. That's the time of the year when I enjoy them the most. But this one I wear all year round. you know, it is strong enough, it is sweet enough, it is dense enough to wear in the cold weather. But at the same time, it has such a beautiful fruity element that it works in the warm weather as well. So yeah, this is any time of the year I reach for this and I enjoy it. And again, like I said, I'm so thrilled that others are enjoying it as well. Now, next one I included on the list because even though I haven't worn it a lot during the year, that is because I got it, when did I get it? I think towards the end of the spring, beginning of summer, somewhere there. And this is more of a fall and winter scent for me. So I just started wearing it a few months ago. And so if I look at the year overall, did this one get me the most compliments? No. But if I look at the last few months since I started wearing it, did it get me a lot of compliments in that time? Yes. And that's why in my mind, it qualifies for this video. That's why I'm including it. It is Sugar Kisses from Lorenzo Pazzaglia. This is a very unusual, different type of gourmand. There's so many notes in this fragrance, and I don't even know what they are. It's hard. This one is hard to describe because I don't know exactly what it smells like. The only thing that comes to mind is something reminding me of Bailey's. I think it kind of smells similar to Bailey's, but like not in the alcoholic kind of way, but in a perfumey kind of way. This is what it reminds me of. Like, it definitely has that kind of lactonic quality. It has sweet quality. Again, it's hard for me to tell what sweet notes are in here. I think there are a lot and they're kind of all mixing together, but it makes me think of Bailey's. And yes, in the last few months, since I really started wearing it like consistently, it has gotten me quite a few compliments. And I'm going to end this video with a complete, total sort of surprise of this list. You know, this is a fragrance that I've had for a few years. And at first, like, nobody really cared about the scent. I never got compliments on it. You know, I loved it and I didn't care, but it was just not something that anyone else commented on. And something happened in the last year where this has become popular, you know, amongst people around me, or maybe I have different people around me. I don't know. Anyways, it is Trastavere from Pantheon, Roma. And again, I'm thrilled that this has been getting more recognition, more compliments, garnering more questions, because I love this fragrance. And again, it is so unusual. I think it has chestnuts in it. I don't remember what else. Maybe sandalwood, maybe some vanilla. I don't remember what else. And it definitely has that very nutty quality, but not like almonds, not like pistachios. Like it's definitely something different, nutty. So maybe chestnuts really make sense. I also get a slight boozy vibe in here, even though there are no boozy notes in here. The sweetness is very, very limited. There's just a touch of sweetness, but it's very, very minor. Like, this sends me in a direction of peanut butter, but again, in a very perfumey way. And it's some kind of like, I don't know, very healthy, unsweetened type of peanut butter. Is there such a thing? Maybe, hopefully. That's what it makes me think of. So I love the scent, It is so unique and so interesting. Yeah, and again, I don't know what happened. I have no idea, but this has been getting a lot more attention than it used to in the past. In the past, it was kind of this, I don't know, one of those invisible scents in my collection. Like, I loved it, but like nobody else really cared, which is no longer the case. And again, I'm thrilled about that. So there you go. This is my list of most complimented fragrances for 2024. Definitely share with me, what have you been getting compliments on the most? Thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to give me a thumbs up, to subscribe, and to comment, and I will see you soon in the next one. Bye.